Hey, my beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel, Supreme Medium Diviner. Today, we're going to be talking about these plane crashes that have been going on since January in 2025 so far this year. Y'all, I did a mediumship channeling, and when I tell you I've been in the booth working, I really had to do my homework to understand my channeling, and everything is so clear and vivid as to what is going on right now. And I'm here to give you guys all the details. Like, they really playing with our top. Like, what I saw is really making me feel like we in a movie, but we know all fiction is based off of nonfiction, and they put this stuff right in front of our face. And I'm here to let y'all know what's really going on within this government that is really not caring about us as a people. It's all about them and what they want. The billionaires, the millionaires, the entertainers, all of that stuff. And I'm here to give you all the details. Before we get started, if you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that bell so you can be notified when I drop a video. If you feel compelled, go ahead and like, comment, and share. Please be aware of scammers. I don't reach out to anybody. I don't have WhatsApp. You do have to go to my website in order to book my services. Now, y'all, come on. Let's go ahead and get into this. Okay. So, as we know, we have been having some plane crashes left and right since January. We're only in the first quarter of 2025. So let me just kind of like calm down the panic to let y'all know this is nothing new under the sun. I did my research about plane crashes on the National Transportation Safety Board on their website, and this has been happening every year. Okay, so this is not nothing new. The only thing that's new about it is that they are advertising this. They are putting it in our faces to probably cause pandemonium, to put us in a panic. Why else do they do this type of stuff? Okay, I'm going to share on my screen. I did my research from 2015 to 2025. As you can see, as I'm sharing on the screen right now, you can see the numbers of plane crashes per year from January the 1st until December 31st of that current year. Look at the numbers, guys. Look at the numbers. They are very much within range. The only one that seems to be out of range is from 2020 that has 1,448 accidents reported. And of course, we haven't finished 2025. It's only 118 as of right now between January and February. But look at these numbers. They all tend to be in a certain range, right? To me, that is not a coincidence. This lets me know, how can these be accidents? How are they accidents? How are the numbers so consistent and in such a certain range that it's an accident? An accident is things are going to be very sporadic, spread out all over the place. And I also went back all the way to 2020, and it's the same thing. It's different ranges, but they're all within like a 5-year. Remember that, 5-year. A 5-year span within the same consistencies of the numbers. Okay. So what I saw, right? I'm just going to go ahead and tell y'all, this is a game, okay? This is why I say these ain't no accidents. This is a game that's being played by the billionaires, by the millionaires, with the government. What is the prize? Adrenochrome. And do not come for me if I'm not saying it right. Adrenochrome. The substance that is taken from babies. And how does it look? How did it look to me? It looked like tea, and they add flavor to it, right? Like, I seen peach. It looked like peach tea. That's what it looks like to me. And you know, in my previous videos, I have talked about this drink. And so what I'm seeing that's coming forth is that they all have something in common. So what it boils down to is the adrenochrome. And then, again, do not come for me if I'm saying it wrong. So what they do is they get it in these bottles, right? And they freeze it. They freeze it. So something about the plane crashes, somebody wins something. It seems as if each person, and I want to call them families. Why I want to call them families? Because it's a group here, a group there, a group over there. It's like they're grouped together, right? But it's different people. It's like they're assigned to one another. So I'm going to call them families, right? And each time there's a crash, they get a bottle. Why would they be using planes to do this? Transportation that cannot be tracked, because if there's a plane crash, sometimes there's no bodies, and we can doctor up who was on that list to be on that plane. Now, I will tell you, according to the National Transportation Safety Board, there are not always fatalities, okay? But here's the thing about that. Why would not, like, we don't hardly ever hear people talking about the crane crash. So if it's not a fatality, nobody's talking about it. At least I don't hear it like that. Nobody's making videos about it, right? So it seems like it would have gotten out that there was a crash if you were involved in that, right? So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. So this is where I mentioned, if you follow me on TikTok, I did see these people come up in my channeling. This is where you have the celebrities like Diddy, Epstein, R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, okay? Bill Cosby, he had a rapport with children, okay? Those pudding pop commercials, he always was around kids. And we know that Bill Cosby got caught up with the women, but they let that go. It wasn't the women, okay? It's the kids, okay? We got Diddy for racketeering, sex trafficking. R. Kelly, sex trafficking. Another heavy hitter, if you do not know who this is, I suggest you go look him up, cult leader Malachi York, okay? He has the same charges as Diddy and R. Kelly. And I think he's serving like 125 years. Like I said, go look him up, okay? So these people were involved, as they say, within trafficking. That's what they're saying. If you look at the media, all of those people involved in trafficking, except I don't think they said that about Bill Cosby, but I'm just giving y'all a little background. We know Bill Cosby like loves the kids, right? So, if you think about it, Epstein had the island. He was the biggest one. I'm about to forget about him. Epstein had the island, and we all had this list. Remember, Bill Clinton was on that list, and he's going to come up, and it's going to be very important. What I'm telling you guys puts the pieces together to let you know everything that you've heard is true. It's true, and you're going to understand why in a moment, okay? So, why do they want this adrenochrome? I guess like to live forever, but I was telling my husband about it. He was like, where is this at? We ain't seeing nobody, okay? So all these people really dying. And you know what it makes me remind me of in the Bible? How they talking about people live for like 700 years and so. Where they at now? You know what I'm saying? Why would they put that in the Bible and it happened, but we not seeing it now? Okay? Remember, we got to not take the Bible so literal, but also take it literal. So that tells me this has been going on since the beginning of time. Right now, it's just not noted. It's just not noticed. So, these people are taking this for a reason. It's doing something for a reason, right? So that's going to be the next thing. What's going on when they take it? We're going to look into that. All right. So I wanted to know. So that handled my first channeling. I still wasn't satisfied. I want to know who in the government, who is in charge of this game. You know what I'm saying? Remember I said this is a game that's being played. Who is in charge of giving the prizes? Who is in charge of selecting who's winning? Who's in charge of this game in the government? So let me tell you about my channeling first. I seen a white woman. I seen a black man. And I seen other like white people and people of color, right? Hispanic people and things like that, immigrants. The white woman was a heavy hitter in my channeling. Like she was everywhere. I just kept like following her. She was everywhere. The black man, he was more so outside. I kept seeing him outside. Then it would go from me being outside around the black man to me being inside with the white woman, like she was in some type of country club or something. You know what I'm saying? But it all looked like this huge community. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, what does that have to do with what I'm asking? Like, spirit, are you really answering my question? So I sat with it for a while. And I said, okay, something was coming to me. When I started looking into the National Transportation Safety Board, for some reason, the number 5 would not leave my mind. So I kept looking at the years in increments in 5-year increments, okay? Then I said, who owns the National Transportation Safety Board? So it's like nobody owns it. It's been implemented since 1967. And it's a chair of 5 people, right? And it's within the U.S. government. So nobody owns it. It's a part of the transportation portion of the U.S. government. And there's 5 people that sit on this board. Pay attention. I'm going to show you these people, okay? If you're looking at my screen right now, I'm showing you the people. The people that I want you to pay attention to is the chair and the vice chairman, okay? So the chairman and the vice chairman. The vice chairman is a white woman by the name of Jennifer Hominy. She's been on this board since 2018 as a board member appointed by Trump in the Senate. Now, the president in the Senate appoints these board members, okay? And Trump appointed her for just a 1-year term to fill a vacancy in 2018. Then in 2019, he gave her a full year term to be a board member, which is the 5 years. In 2021, Biden assigned her as chairman. All right. So she has a budget of $140 million that she works with. Okay. So when I put 2 and 2 together, I said, the white woman. But here's where it gets interesting. When I look into Alvin Brown, the vice chairman, the black man that I saw in the community. Brown was the mayor of Jacksonville, Florida from 2011 to 2015. He started his time as a senior member in the White House under Bill Clinton and Al Gore. They had him leading an initiative community empowerment project. $4 billion. $4 billion. Let's go back to Bill Clinton. No, hold on. Hold on. Let me keep y'all on your seats a little bit. Mr. Alvin Brown served on the safety board on March 13th, 2024. Biden elected him vice chairman on December the 20th in 2024. And we're in January and February, and look what's going on. Who is the muscle? Who's the face and who's the muscle? Jennifer Hominy is the face. Alvin Brown is the muscle. Remember I told you guys there were black billionaires? He's one. He is the head man in charge. And y'all, it was hard for me to believe. I'm like, black people. We seeing how black people been treated? Am I really seeing black people? Are we doing this? Y'all. He also served as executive director under the Bush-Clinton administration for what was called an interfaith fund. And that had something to do with Hurricane Katrina. That was a $20 million fund. He wanted to rebuild the Gulf Coast. He's done so much work with businesses, colleges, college students, anything you can name in the community, he's been on it under these administrations. Was Clinton on the list, on Epstein's list? Didn't Epstein have an island, a whole community? He been around that long, y'all. That long. I saw immigrants. Y'all know in my last channelings, I'm always seeing immigrants. They're the ones that's also being trafficked a lot. Okay? They're workers. They're mad right now in my channeling because something has stopped their money. Trump is doing something to stop. They getting deposits in their bank accounts. Big deposits in their bank accounts. But right now it's a halt on their money. And I'm telling you, that's Elon Musk right there. That's Elon Musk. Okay? Remember I told you guys that the head of the Secretary of Transportation at Sean P. Duffy, remember I told you that there's he has something to do with this as well, and now it makes sense. back when we were talking about the jet and the American Airlines, the one over the Potomac. Okay, if you have not seen that video, go watch that video. Now it's all coming together. That's why I was seeing him at the forefront, but he's not the heavy hitter. Okay, it's Alvin Brown. Alvin Brown, a black man. Okay, so what's going on right now is that this is a game. Okay, a game that they're playing. And I'm assuming that the people that are on the planes, that's also where they're getting the adrenochrome from. Okay, it's got to be tied into that. Also, with that being transportation that really just can't be tracked. You know what I'm saying? They always say, "Oh, it's safer to get on the plane than it is to ride the car." Lies. These numbers are telling me that's a lie. It is dangerous to get on a plane. Okay. That's a lie. We need to start looking at the number. Numbers don't lie. You understand? I haven't compared apples to apples, but that's a whole hell of a lot of crashes to me. I don't know about y'all. Okay? Numbers don't lie. So the crashes are very like indisposable. So that makes sense is why it's doing that. So this is a game being played, as I've said about 50 million times on this video. I don't know if I should tell y'all to be calm or panic. I'm just going to be honest with you because it's like a toss-up. Are you going to get on the plane as part of this game? So my next channel is, how can we be safe in our traveling, in our transportation? How can we be safe with that? So another thing, Jennifer Homedy, the chairman, she believes in a holistic approach, and she is very involved in roads and safety on the roads and crashes, right? I really feel like that's tied into these electric cars. We should not be getting that. That's another way of trying to control a situation, okay? So y'all might want to steer away from that, okay? Because she's real big on that. She's real big on that, okay? So y'all might want to steer away from that because that might, to me, I feel like that's another trap. It hasn't picked up yet, but it's another trap, okay? So my next channeling, I'm going to find out like, how can we distinguish if we're safe or not when we get on these planes? Because we can't drive everywhere, right? We can't drive. It's really a toss-up. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. And I hate to come at it like this, but I just got to, tell it like it is and tell the truth. It's a toss-up. It's a toss-up. But everything that we're seeing right now in January and February so far, this has happened before. This is nothing new under the sun. They are talking about it now, and I believe it's because Trump is in office. It's just to kind of keep us in a panic, and it's a game that they're playing, like I said, and it's a political civil war. Okay, so basically, it's who can have the most power, who can have the most adrenochrome. Whose team is going to beat that team. Okay, that's what it's about. So, if you have any questions, you have any comments, by all means, please put it in here and so we can talk about it. So, it's a lot of serious things going on in our government, and we as Americans, we need to be safe. So I'm going to be coming and telling y'all the truth. But I'm shocked. I'm shocked at this Alvin Brown. I'm so shocked. And the crazy thing about it, guess what? A lot of times when I do my channeling, my baby girl, Jan, she be coming with me. And I was like driving by, and in my channel, she was like, turn it down. She did not want him to see us. She did not want him to see us. So, that let me know right there that he was not a good symbolism in my channeling. But I was like, nah, Jam, I ain't scared of him. Like, nah, he need to know that we coming. Bump that. You know what I'm saying? We out here putting out the truth. You know what I'm saying? So, there it is. If you do not believe me, look it up. I showed you guys the screenshot, okay? I'm going to look into him more. I'm coming with another video just on Alvin Brown by himself. Anybody that's from Jacksonville, Florida, if y'all have any input about when he was mayor, please put it in the comments. Let me know. But, yeah, until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.